Right, so it's time to start exploring this area. First off, there's someone outside the government complex to meet, and here she is, giving us an all-natural lunch. It was tasty and nutritious. This is Sal. She uses the net to protect nature. Her Navi of choice is Woodman, so let's have a friendly net battle. Woodman is quite a durable fella. But the thing is, he does take double damage from heat element chips. I'll use him on the next turn, though, because I want to at least let him show what he can do. He can be a pretty tricky fight if you don't have the right chips. He hops around, and those flashing panels release wood towers. So you have to be ready to move, and fast, and not right into them as I seem to love to do. Heat element chips do shut him down pretty quickly, though, since he takes double damage from them. He starts really speeding up the attacks after a while. He can even start growing trees that make apples with which he can heal himself. So Woodman is a tough opponent. For beating Woodman, we get Sal's link onto the net. We can also check out her little lunch cart here. Fair warning, this area has very, very dangerous viruses, so be very careful. Okay, this group isn't too terribly bad. That thing, as it comes down, it likes to drop wood towers, but it also is pretty easily lured. This, I really don't know what it's actually called, but its chip is called Cloudier. It basically likes to send rain clouds all over the place, and since it flies into the air, it can be tricky to hit it sometimes. Basically just know how to lure the rain clouds, and they're not too bad. Oh, we got a wood tower. Very nice. 140 damage is very, very kind. Let's go ahead and replace one of those. Thus we got Sal's address. And this set of viruses again. I'm fine with that. So let's try out our new wood tower. Unfortunately, it doesn't last in place for a while like the fire tower does. That does narrow down its usefulness a little bit. Powerful, but you have to be certain you're going to hit with it. But we got another one at least. Oh, let's start getting rid of some quakes. A Recover 120 is very nice. We didn't see the most dangerous virus in there, and for that I'm happy. Those things can set little bombs that track where you are, and they're painful. This guy wants to tell us about wood armor. It can be found on the net. It reduces the damage you take to half of normal. However, it does not work at all against fire attacks. So the armors do have weaknesses. We can get into this TV. Let's see, what have we got in here? An Escape L. Not overly useful, that. We can also get into this vending machine. And we find a spreader J. Now that's interesting. Spreaders H, I, and J. That seems like it could be promising. And I'm kind of tired of Quake chips anyway. Okay, this thing I think is called Puffy. I'd rather just call it fish flambe. We only got Zenny for it. That thing's chip of choice is called Bubbler. It's kind of like Spreader, only Aqua Element and I think more powerful. So it's rather nice. We don't need the waterworks for now. Instead, what we need is Scilab. There's a vending machine in here we can get into also. It contains a whopping 5,000 Zenny. Very nice. Huh. That's interesting. Blue versions of Volgear. But the same kind of strategy does apply. These ones have the water tower chip. And I know what some of you are thinking, no, there's not an elect tower. But we didn't get the chip anyway. Okay, he's not too interested in the little trash bin there. Okay, nothing more of interest here, I don't think. So let's talk to the receptionist and head on down to Scilab. Up here we have a special monitor used for jack-in tests. Thus, let's get in there and see if there's anything of interest. A high cannon J. Well, at least we're getting closer to being able to use those effectively. And this is Dad's computer. Because Megaman wants his power-up program. But there's a program here. Apparently, the power-up is not here. Dad took it with him. So this was all for naught. So we leave a message telling him we were here. One thing of note is Dad's computer is the only place on the net anywhere with no viruses. At least not usually. We can use this machine for training to generate viruses, but I don't think we really need to. It mostly seems to generate things like metars, so no real point to it. At least not that I know of. So basically we're done here. It's finally time to head home. Not interested in that either. Okay. Hey, you never know if someone's going to hide something in the trash. It's happened on many of these games. Let's get a ticket and head on home. Oh, we've got mail. It's from Dad. He apparently got our message. He was able to compress the power-up program. So we get an HP memory and a power-up. Thanks, Dad. So, yeah. I want to power up charge speed. Very, very much. Yes, I do. With that, we've finally reached the end of day 2. So, I'll just come up here to my room for the inevitable chip grinding. And for now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.